Hi there guys, welcome back. In this one, I'm not actually going to be looking at this card here. So this is the RTX 3070. Just wanted to show you guys that I finally got one. I'm going to be putting this in the mining rig as well as the 3060. And I have a 3060 Ti coming as well. So this machine is going to be mining with about three to six cards. I haven't decided which other card I'm going to add yet. So the 3070s give you about 60 mega hash, and if you push it a bit more, you can get a bit more. So this video isn't about that, just wanted to show you guys this, okay? So this video is actually going to be about me explaining the process of how to get the 3060 mining at the full hash rate. Again, this video is going to be about the 3060 mining at the full hash rate, so let's get started. Alright, so let's get into this thing. So the 3060, this is a 3060 I have. This is a pallet single fan design 12GB 3060. I didn't need one that was really powerful, so I went for the cheapest one I could get. And as some of you guys might know, mining Ethereum, which was the main purpose of this system, Ethereum doesn't really need high clock speeds. It needs more memory and faster memory. So currently I have two 3060s mining in one system, and those are both going at roughly 41 mega hash. Now I did get them up to 46 mega hash, but I've left it at 41 because I haven't finished building the system and it was getting quite warm. So now they're both sitting comfortable at about 60 degrees. I think that's okay. I'll leave it there for now until I can have everything up and running. There's no need for me to overclock just yet. And I believe that brought me in about $140 in about 2 weeks, roughly. Alright, so let's talk about how to get the 3060s mining at the full hash rate. But before I do that, I just want to prove to you guys that mine are mining at the full hash rate. So the camera is going to get a bit shaky. I'm going to go over and show you the system and show you what's on the screen for that. Okay, so here I have my system again. 9400F Intel Core i5, 16 PCI lanes, RTX 3060. Let me see if I can show that a bit better. So that's the pallet single fan design. They're both the same thing. So these are 3060s, both mining perfectly fine. I want you guys to keep in mind that if you are gonna mine with two 3060s, they will both need 8 lanes of PCI Express. So because I have the 9400F, this Core i5 only has 16 PCI lanes. So currently, these two cards are using the full PCI 16 lanes, right? So I have nothing left. So if I go ahead and add the 3060, which I bought, and the 3070, that will either drop the mining performance of these two cards here. So they won't be mining at the full hash rate. Now I'm going to move over to my screen. Here we are. I only have a mouse connected, so let me see if I can use that and move it down here. Show you our mega hash. Now here we go. As you guys can see, I'm mining at about 41 mega hash on each one. I did manage to overclock this and get it to 46 mega hash on each of them. But as I said, I didn't want to push it any further. I'm getting about 60 degrees on both of them, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. That one's 66, that one's 60. So the one that's 66 is the one that's on the inside. So there we go. That's proof that I can get both 3060s mining at the full hash rate. Alright, so back to the 3060 again, right? Here it is. I've showed you guys one in the systems. So there are a couple things that you will need to have working, or a couple things you need to have in place to get the 3060 to mine at the full hash rate. The first one is going to be an HDMI dummy plug or a display out dummy plug. I'm guessing that should work as well. So first of all, this is a dummy plug. Let's talk about the dummy plug first. And all this is, see if I can open this quickly, is an HDMI dummy plug. And what this does, this tricks the graphics card into thinking it's plugged into a monitor when it's not. There is, I'm assuming, a loop in here that closes the circuit. So when this is plugged into the graphics card, there's a loop that comes back around, a switch essentially, that tells the graphics card, okay, I'm plugged into a monitor, right? And this should then trick it into thinking, okay, this person has it plugged into a monitor, so they're most likely not mining and along with all the other requirements, it will trick the card into thinking it should mine, or it will mine at the full hash rate. So that's a dummy plug there. You can find these on eBay, on Amazon, very cheap, £2-3, maybe £4. And that's the first thing there. The next thing you're going to need to have it in a PCI Express X8 slot. So it needs to be a full-size PCI Express slot, and it needs to be running at ×8 minimum. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this as well. So the next thing you need to make sure of is that you're running at PCI Express 8. Okay, so this is a good image actually. This brings up everything. So this is a ×1 slot, ×4, ×8, and ×16. You will need to get your card into a full ×16 size slot, but it will work at ×8 speed. So let me see if this image is better. Yeah. I'm going to show you what this looks like on my motherboard. Yours might be slightly different, but not too different. Okay, so there we go. Turn the flashlight on. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. So that there is a full-size PCI Express slot, but unfortunately on this board it won't be running at the full speed. But essentially this is the physical thing that it has to be plugged into, and then it also has to run at ×8 speed. It can run at ×16. So if you have a board that has a ×16 speed, a ×16 slot, sorry, you can run the 3060 on their full hash rate as well. To get both of them working, you will have to have a board that can split into ×8, ×8. Okay, so hopefully that was clear enough. The next thing you'll need to have the driver 470.05. I'll link everything in the description, not the driver itself because I don't know the legalities around that, but I'll tell you what I did to find it online. Driver 470.05. I guess the quickest way I can show you I have that driver version installed is by going to MSI Afterburner. There we go. And let's say, how do I get to it again? I go to settings. It should tell me. Oh no, it tells me right here, my bad. So driver 470.05 right there. Okay, now that's how you get the 3060 to mine at the full hash rate. And as I've said before, I can push this so it gets to 46-ish mega hash. I did push it, it got almost to 47, but I left it at 46. I will show you guys those numbers in a later video, but for now, this is how you get the 3060 mining at the full hash rate. And finally, the last thing you need to have running on Windows 10, and that's it. Hopefully this was helpful. Do just drop a like and a subscribe below, and thank you for watching. Peace.